Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you guys. We're going to do some art this morning. We're going to talk about inside shapes and outside shapes, meaning. All right, I want you to look at an object such as a lamp, or look at this old telephone. Hopefully, you've even ever seen one of these, but any kind of object you can use for this, but that's the example that they have. We want to notice the outside edge of the whole shape. Let me turn this so you can see both of them at the same time. Here we go. Notice the outer edge of the whole shape. The line that defines the outside edge is called the external contour. If you turn the object so that you can see the other part of it, a different external contour becomes visible. The edges you saw earlier are now out of sight. Internal contours that lie inside the shapes are most easily seen when they have edges with sharp corners that catch lights and shadow. These edges are most often drawn with lines. The contours of humps and hollows are more difficult to see and we usually indicate that with shading. One way of setting contours is to wrap an object tightly with a string. The string shows up all the curves and corners of the object. As you draw the lines made by the string, the internal contours of the object become clear. In this lesson, you will practice drawing the external and internal contours of an object. And then look at this example that they have of some art. It's not particularly interesting to me, but that's beside the point. Do you see the internal contours though? How they dip in? That's called the internal contours. And interest in the way that they reflect the light. You can tell how smooth and polished this bronze sculpture is. Can you tell how you might shade each of these contours to show that they're light and shadow areas if you drew this picture in pencil? You might try it if you want to. Okay, but here's our lesson for today. I want you to find an object and with some thick string, not like macrame, not quite that thick. If that's all you have, that'll work, but see what you can find. Wind some thick string around a simple object. Choose an object that has both inside and outside contours. And I'm not reading this exactly if you're following along, but that's okay. Like a decorative vase or a large bottle. Be sure you can see plenty of space between the lines that made the string. Made by the string. Remember the Ningxia bottle you used the other day? This would be perfect for that. And then draw the outlines and the string as it curves around the object. Be sure you draw the lines made by the string exactly as you see them, especially when the string disappears around the outside contours of the object. The string shows what the contours of the shape are like. Now draw the same object again without the string. Show the outside contours of the object with shading, using very fine pencil lines or the side of your pencil. And it says to see page 219 for more information on shading. So let's look at that. All right, I'm not going to read you this whole page, but I'm going to read you just a tiny bit of it at the top, and you can look at these pictures down here that show some shading. It says drawings may be done by light or heavy lines, depending on your choice of the subject. While many drawings are done in great detail, other drawings are made by a few simple lines, like the contour drawings you did the other day. Yet another kind of drawing is a sketch, a quick, undetailed drawing that indicates only the main features of a person, object, or a scene. A sketch is often used as reference for later drawing or other work. And you can use all kinds of different mediums to sketch with pen and ink and crayon and pastels and all kinds of stuff, but let's stick to our drawing pencils for this one. But do you see how the one on the left they've added texture to, but it looks round, doesn't it? Or like half round. And you can see by this one, they call that hatching the way they've done it, but it lets us know it's round also. And the stippling is little dots, but we can tell what shape it is from the dots. And then this one is just smooth shading. You can tell that's a round cylinder. And the little tree, you can see the texture of the leaves. And again, this last one is cross hatching, and it's like long X's. And we can tell that that's well, it's not a square. That it's an unusual shape, but you can tell what it is. Anyway, find you an object, draw it, wrap string around it, draw it, or do it in the other order. It doesn't matter. Call me and show me what you've done when you're done.